Hey, what's up everybody, it's just Charles and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting episode for you guys that we definitely want you guys to stick around for. So please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about them damn Clippers. You know, this is one of the most perplexing situations to find yourself in. What am I talking about? Coming into this season, I had the Clippers picked as one of the teams that could possibly make it to the Western Conference to represent the West in the Western Conference Finals. I had the Clippers and the Golden State Warriors, and I'm not counting out the Golden State Warriors, and I don't think any of you guys should either. But anyway, I had a lot of high expectations for this team. They came out of the blocks pretty slowly. Kawhi Leonard, he didn't play a lot of games when the season started. And, you know, as a Kawhi Leonard fan, I was very, very optimistic kind of heading into this season to see what he had, given the fact that he hadn't played, for such a long time. And when he started the season and I saw that he only played, I believe, the first 2 games of the first month, the first 2 games. And I think he actually ended up coming off the bench, if I'm not mistaken, in his debut game against the Lakers. And in the next month in November, he only played 3 games. I was a bit worried. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And then as the season progressed, he started playing more games, playing more minutes. But as the Clippers continued to play, you could see that they weren't the same team as they were last year, especially on the defensive side of the floor. And injuries, players being in and out of the lineup, was also hurting their chemistry and, quite frankly, hurting their record. Then we got to the trade deadline, and the Clippers decided to go ahead and find a way to sign Russell Westbrook after he was traded away from the Los Angeles Lakers to the Utah Jazz. And when the Clippers decided to pull off that trade, it started to create a lot of conversation around the team. And a lot of people were frankly confused as to why the Clippers would go ahead and sign Russell Westbrook, especially after witnessing what they had just witnessed with Westbrook and his time with the Lakers. But I was one of those people that said I didn't see such a big issue with them signing him because I thought that he would be a better fit with the Clippers. But now, after 4 games being played with Russell Westbrook in the starting lineup and an 0-4 record, it has left me absolutely confounded as to what the hell is going on. And one of the most alarming things happened in the game yesterday when the Golden State Warriors did something you seldom see a team do. They all sagged off Russell Westbrook when he was at the top of the floor by the 3-point line, and they were basically daring him to shoot, causing the Clippers to play literally 4-on-5 basketball. And at the end of the game, they asked head coach Ty Lue to basically discuss what the hell he witnessed during that play. But before we get into his comments, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Herro, who's also the official sponsor of the T-Wolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Herro, who's the sponsor of this video. Herro is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Herro monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Herro, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what I want to do is I want to quickly play what Ty Lue had to say here in response to that, and then we'll come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what Ty Lue had to say.
Not that this was had anything to do with the impact in the third quarter, the turning point, but what did you think of Golden State's defensive tactic to just pack the paint and just kind of like leave Russ out there?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he got to the corner, we got him off the top of the floor, and he got some good shots that went in and out. And so they had a good game plan. Like I said, those corner threes that he got, you know, late in the shot clock. I mean, you know, he has to take those shots, you know, when he's in the corner. And so if not, just get to the next action with a dribble handoff or, you know, early in the first half, they had Looney on him. He set a screen for Gordon, who got downhill and got a layup. So just keep working through that and how we want to play when teams do that, you know. And so I got to look at the tape and just kind of find different ways to, you know, try to make sure it works for us offensively.
Maybe you've already covered this, but when that does happen, and it was an exaggerated strategy, maybe you won't face something that extreme with defense is sagging off him that much again. But like, what are the things that he has to do that much better to make up for maybe the shooting? Yeah,
just set more screens. I think more flare screens, more pick and rolls, you know, more pin downs if this guy's going to be in the paint. And that's the things that I have to do a better job of working with him. We talked about it, you know, we've shown it, but we really haven't been in a position like this, you know, for Draymond, you know, how smart he is and what he does defensively.
So you heard what the coach had to say. Let me tell you something. That's a problem. And I'm sure there are people watching this show right now, particularly at this point, and they're cracking the hell up. Have at it. Have all your laughs, man. Have all your laughs. I'm not here running from it. It is within your right. But that's a major problem. A major, major problem. And it exposes an issue I tried to highlight with the Brooklyn Nets and Ben Simmons. And this is why I was laughing at these jokers when they were talking about, oh, you don't know what basketball is all about. All you got to do blah, 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 blah. You're not going to set screens for an entire series. Teams are going to push you towards your weaknesses. And you cannot have a scenario in which you're in the playoffs and teams are basically daring Russell Westbrook to shoot. And is now forcing you as a team to go into some secondary options in terms of what to do to counteract when teams do that and have your players scrambling all over the floor. That is a problem. That is a problem. Russell Westbrook gives this team a lot of great things. Gives them speed. He helps them with their pace. He gets some easy shots in transition with his ability to attack the basket. But you can't be out there basically playing 5-on-4. And, you know, I just don't know what the hell it is in terms of an effect that he's having on the team. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. Because if you go look at his numbers in his first 3 games, minus the game where he had the 7 turnovers, and it was 7 turnovers and 14 assists, he's been under control, basically. He hasn't really been forcing the issue out there. But all of a sudden now, this team seems to have just kind of lost their identity. It's like they just ran into a pole. I'm like, what the hell is really going on here? I'm literally confused. And when people say, well, is the Russell Westbrook effect, you like to be able to quantify things and actually have some solid evidence to support these notions. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened to the Clippers. I really don't know. Really, I don't know. I'm not saying it's him, because if I'm going to say it's him, I need to have something specifically to point to. And obviously, I just highlighted a particular issue we saw in the game against the Warriors. But I don't know what the hell is going on. Something happened, and they need to fix it. Now, some people believe it's issues with the lineup and all of that. There's defense. I get all of that. but something needs to change. And apart from the defense, I don't know what that thing is. But if this is what they're going to be doing, then the Clippers need to act quickly. And I think Ty Lue will make the necessary adjustments, or at least I hope so. So what I want to know from you guys is simply this. What the hell do you think is going on with the Clippers? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show.